Hello, kids.
Hello, everyone.
Well, we did have a different pineapple on here, but all of a sudden the pineapple disappeared.
I know. He just
I'm
like
still here.
Okay.
just like wow. It's like, oh, never mind. I want to be on screen.
He's a freaking pickle, isn't he?
No.
He's
Just my head's cold.
probably got a pickle. Pickle.
A pickle and a toboggan. What's going on, everybody? How is everybody?
Priscilla, thank you. Are you okay over there?
Usually it's me with the issues, Jamie.
I don't have any
Priscilla,
issues.
thank you for the cool
Hi,
intro.
Priscilla. Thank
Do you know who made that cool intro?
If you had to guess, Priscilla, which one of us made that? No pressure.
We know who she's gonna say.
Oh,
What up, Sean?
Chon says yes.
Yes. He is
Did y'all hear Trey?
Yes, they're
Did
on.
y'all hear Trey last night saying John's name? He says, "Hey,
I didn't hop on last night.
Encarnacion."
Did he really?
Yeah, I was like, "That's cool." But Gabs and I were like, "It's John." Or Renee and I were like, "It's John."
Thank you for that effort, but it's
And I gotta be honest, I think we'd all be in the same boat if I didn't know John already from Lubbock. So,
Right.
Where'd you get that stupid hoodie from?
It's just ridiculous.
this
Take
one
it
was
off
from.
right now and send it to me.
Oh no, I can't. My mom got me this. I don't even know how many years ago, but it's awesome.
Well, how come she didn't get me one? Rude.
So
She is known
rude.
to do that. Like I remember when she used to make us pick weeds. Oh no, that was grandma. Never mind.
Different story.
Yeah, different story for a different time.
Hi, Joanne. How is
Hello.
everybody
Oh, and
today?
Priscilla guessed right.
Good guess. Jamie, give her your hoodie. That's what you win.
She gets a hoodie. And you get a hoodie. We all get hoodies.
I better hush up mouth before someone holds us to that.
I know that's right. I need to charge my phone, guys. So if I just kind of stop still in the middle of the show, it means we've lost power again. Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's on
Jamie's in the
purpose.
middle of a storm. A
you
For
snow
real
prepped?
though,
storm.
not
you
just a
prepped?
storm. It's a freaking ice storm. No, because I didn't
Oh,
know it was even
ice
happening
storm.
until like 4 or 5 hours ago, and I was like, "Are you freaking kidding me?"
Unbelievable.
What's wrong with you, Mother Nature? It's
Hey,
spring.
so all the current viewers, if you do us a favor and share the video and give us a little heart or a laugh or a like or a thumbs up, but not no angry ones. We don't want to see that.
We know who you are when you send us those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Sylvia Jennings. How are you?
What's
Oh,
up, Sylvia? I don't
Hi,
know who she is.
Sylvia.
But I'm
I know
glad
who
to
she
have you
is.
here. Really?
Oh, Chon said bye. Oh, no, you didn't, Chon.
How dare you? How
So-
I
dare
think
you?
he's talking to me, right? He's
I
telling
think
me
so.
because I'm going to be, if the power goes off. And I
Oh,
said,
that's nice to him. He's going to give you a
peace
bye.
out. Yeah.
So you won't say that he didn't.
No, yeah.
Well, look at this, Julie Jones
Oh,
Cordero.
the pet
Good to have you
photographer
here.
is here.
I
How
missed you last
awesome.
week, Julie.
Man,
But I was so thrilled to see your photos. My daughter was too because she loves horses.
yeah.
Western, by the way. I
And
don't
she's
know if you
working
taught
on
the
a
answer to
calendar,
that.
just in case y'all didn't know.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Sandy is helping her with that.
Let me know where to buy it because I will totally. Sandy, did you get anything? Did you get any packages recently?
Okay, so that's part of my story.
Okay.
I got lots of packages, and I'm like, we'll tell y'all later, guys.
Okay.
Let me
But
look it
none
up.
from you. None from you.
You sure none from me?
I'm positive.
So should we go
Okay.
ahead and do it? We should go ahead and do it then, huh?
Do what?
The- Somebody was trying to be slick and
I know.
swapping me on the sides and stuff and didn't think I was paying attention. But no, I was down.
It
I
almost
saw
got you. It
I was
almost
just
got
seen
you.
jamming
it.
my seat since I was
I
way down
seen
there.
All right.
I'm
So,
looking.
Sandy, you were already leading into it. So, why don't you go ahead and start with your weekend?
What happened to me?
Okay. So I usually go check the mail. And Eric was like,
It'll
hey,
be
let
there
me stop by and
tomorrow.
check the mail.
It'll be there
It
tomorrow.
will.
Yeah.
Which address? Because I gave you two.
Uh-oh.
Physical
good
or
question.
mailing?
Um, Let me see, track package, and then it
So
says
anytime I check the mail, it's just a pile of bills and junk.
303 East Hayes Avenue.
How you just go hit
Did you
Pflugerville?
just put in,
I mean, I specifically said physical or mailing, and you had
Let's just
vomit
keep going.
tests
Let's
all
just keep going.
over.
Let's just
Yeah.
keep going.
Oh my god! You better edit that out in post production.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, Jamie's phone number is
What's
806-555.
right 5555.
I'm so sorry.
So anyway, that was my Pflugerville address. If anybody wants to.
You want to send any fan mail to us? Send it to that. That's okay.
Did to that.
Let's find out who the worst secret keeper in the group
Oh
is.
my gosh! Wow. The
Uh,
zip code is 78739. Write that down.
Might as well.
I think I might need to get me I might have to get me something to help me out. Have y'all seen this calendar yet?
Oh, I need that. That's a good one.
You know, it's
Oh man.
I don't get it.
this is not a practice. This is your real life, and it's happening now.
Oh, that's
Oh.
a good one.
That is a good one.
You can be happy, but like every other way that you be, it comes and goes. Stop trying to trap it and start trying to create it. I like that.
The thing
one.
with calendars is I never I stay stuck on 1 month. It'll be January forever.
Stuck, and you're still stuck. That ain't it.
Oh.
Realizing
Way
you're
to
more
take over
committed-
Sandy's weekend.
I'm so
there, buddy.
sorry.
Yeah, I just love it.
I mean, first of all,
First away, you
I'm
give
making
away
up for
her
time
address.
lost. Okay, I'm making up for time lost. I think
Yeah.
I can do that, right? I
with
think-
that calendar, you can't undo it now.
Right.
What was that again?
Unbelievable.
So anyway, I check the mail. It's always bills. And then Eric goes and checks it this weekend. He's like 5 packages deep. And I'm like, where did those come from?
Don't
I
be
have lots of
suspicious.
friends.
Don't be suspicious.
Anyway, my weekend was good. I had my awesome massage on Friday. You have to take care of yourself, people.
Yep.
So I
How do
do
you
that
get massage
monthly.
during the thing?
What?
Like, do they just touch you with plastic, basically?
Yeah,
Or
so
they
you're
throw
basically in a bubble
saran
wrap.
you?
Yeah.
Ah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You
I was
wouldn't understand.
wondering.
It's a Texas thing.
It's a Texas thing. You wouldn't get it. And what the, Jamie, I'm so sidetracked now. I was like, had all my thoughts organized.
I know you said you wrote it down so you could.
I
be
mean, I
careful
wrote it
this time,
down.
and I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Mm,
So
mm.
let me tell you what happened to me yesterday. Okay.
Tell
Y'all
me,
ready for
tell me.
this?
Yep, I'm ready.
I thought I was gonna go to jail.
Uh-oh.
So
Again?
y'all know, yes. So y'all know that my brain doesn't work like to its full potential. Okay. I'm a few, what is it called? Bolts shy of something, of a bulb drawer. So anyway, so I told Eric, I'm like, okay, listen, I'll do self-checkout. You go get in line at Starbucks and order us some coffee so we can get home because it was cold. Anyway, I'm like doing my self-checkout and I had this creamer in this hand and I'm like, did I scan it? Yeah, I scanned it. So I put it in the bag and everything. And
The
I'm
Fruity
going,
Pebbles creamer.
no, regular
Oh.
creamer, non-dairy creamer.
Oh,
And then I'm like, did I scan it? And then I start getting nervous. And then I start sweating. And I can already picture them, the little alarm going off and them tackling me because I didn't pay for my creamer. And I'm like, so instead of scrolling like a normal person, I'm already freaking out. And I'm like, oh my God. So I can't call that girl back because she's already had to come punch the code 3 times because I forgot to put the bag in the bagging item area. And anyway, so I realized that I don't pay for the creamer. So then I try to just to be like, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to slip it out and scan it and pay for it separately. I'm a nervous wreck. I'm wringing my hands. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this camera is going to be a dead giveaway. They can probably have like a heat sensor and they know that I'm stealing something.
Kelly, Sandy.
So anyway, I get it out. I pay for it. And then I walk over to where Eric is and I'm like, babe, I almost went to jail. And he's like, why? I said, I'm sweating right now. I'm sweating profusely. He's like,
sweating.
he's,
Sandy.
yes.
We
Almost
almost got
got sweater already? Eric's like, I can tell that you're sweating. What's wrong? And I'm like, I almost told this creamer. I said, I think they're watching me. I will never do self-checkout again. And then I get pissed because I'm like, well, freaking United owes me $4. I should have just kept the son of a gun. Anyway, so that's how I almost ended up in jail this weekend.
Oh.
So how y'all doing? Anybody ever steal creamer from the store?
My story just stinks.
That reminds me about, like, I don't know, 9 years ago or so. I remember when I almost got killed by a Wolverine over here. I had to tell you the story. I even got a picture. It was crazy, but a story for another time.
Listen to this.
So, Mr. Pineapples, you have really exciting news.
Oh my gosh!
So, and if you happen to catch his live,
thank you, Carrie.
This dude was super emotional.
I just caught it today. I
just saw it today?
I just was too busy stealing creamer, apparently. I didn't even get a notification.
So, Mr. Pineapples, tell us why you missed all of last week in the comments.
Hashtag where's Trey?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, I did a TEDx talk Saturday afternoon, and last week I was taking time off because I really had to hamper down and practice and write this thing. And when I do speeches, I put the effort into it.
Stop right there.
What?
Yeah,
Explain to our viewers what TEDx is.
Sorry. So TEDx is the community-driven arm of TED Talks. TED stands for Technology, Education, and Design. So basically anything that you have, if you have this big idea that you want to share and impact the world with, you would want to deliver it at a TED Talk. Now, in order to get TED Talks going, they have TEDx Talks, which are basically like, so Lubbock would be TEDx Lubbock, or, if the library in Lubbock or the university wanted to do it, they'd be TEDx Texas Tech, for example, whatever. You give a TEDx talk, and TEDx will actually, they siphon these into the TED stage, and they'll pick some of them to actually deliver the TED Talk on the main platform.
So you're saying there's a chance for you?
Yeah. So, and I will admit, guys, I did freaking phenomenal. Like, I totally.
We have a question.
Totally lit that up.
Who said? Why does he always want to talk?
He's always talking. He's always chit-chatting.
I was so nervous, guys, and all week I had been struggling. I'd been staying up to like 2, 3, 4 in the morning some nights, because it's no joke. I mean, like, you put in a lot of hours to get a talk for like a 10-minute talk, and so I was putting in some hours and research and really trying to get it right. And I'll tell you what, I was failing miserably all week. All week, guys. There were times where I was curled up in a little ball in my closet because I was just like, what am I doing? Like, this is the one in a lifetime opportunity that I really wanted to go for this. And I am struggling to find my words. I am struggling to put on this paper what I'm wanting to share. And it keeps eluding me. My advisor I felt like she didn't like anything I was doing. She kept critiquing it, and I needed critique, but I felt like she didn't like anything about it, because she was like, hey, I made a few edits and notes for you. And I'd look at it and I'd be like, I didn't even write any of this. What happened?
You're like, it's all red.
Yeah.
I think there's been a mistake.
Oh my God. And so it was hard, guys. So I'm a pretty emotional and passionate guy. So I'm taking it all like super hard, because I'm like, I've dreamed of doing this for about 20 years. And I have loved listening to these things, and I've always wanted to share the big ideas that I've had in my life. I just never really had the confidence, which all of you guys helped me with. I've never felt like I had anything.
Helped you more on this.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I'd say it was Dr. Pineapples. It was Dr. Pineapples.
She wouldn't even have a choice. She wouldn't even have a choice. She said here in this circle.
That's all right. You don't have to talk about us. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, we're done. We're done with it.
You'll have to wait for the talk to hear it all. But I will say, man, guys, it literally was so nerve-wracking, so stressful. But I swear to God, I felt like I put everything that I had out there and left nothing nothing not put what I needed to. And it was like, man, guys, I'm not even kidding. Like, it was one of the greatest pieces I've ever put out, and I felt and feel so proud and so accomplished.
It was your Sistine Chapel, wasn't it?
It was.
Sarah, have a question.
The Pietà.
I mean, I am serious, guys. It was so. What's that? No, why are you working? Just ask it.
So my question is, do you feel like when you said my name, it just brought all these tears? Like,
Yeah, something
man,
like that. Something like that. Yeah.
that brought out all the emotion.
Let me tell you, Sandy, he was yelling at you on that day because he was
sure
upset
was.
with you because
I called you before.
he tried calling you
'cause I needed
before
some hype up
and after
and after
When? What day?
Saturday.
and you no answer.
What was I doing Saturday?
No.
Let me see. Let me look at my calendar here. That was yesterday's
No.
missed call.
It was Saturday. It was Sunday, wasn't it?
No, it was Saturday. Because I was freaking out like big time hardcore.
Let's
Oh, you're
see.
freaking out on Saturday, but Sunday is when you actually did the speech.
No,
No.
you didn't.
Oh.
You didn't call me on
Oh, you're right.
Saturday.
Sorry, Sunday, not Saturday. I'm so sorry. Sunday.
See,
Sunday.
Sunday when you called me, I was at the Lord's house.
Yeah.
Like some of y'all need to be at the Lord's house, and that's where I was.
When
and
she
you
says
did-
some of y'all, she really means her.
Oh, look at this! Look at this. The bus took us out.
He
Yes.
just took us out.
Yes.
Mhm. Doesn't
You're right,
even matter.
Sean. You're right.
So let me tell you this,
Go
Sandy.
through there,
Let
and
me-
he's like, "Oh, there's one I
Let
haven't
me tell you
used."
this. So he calls me before, and I'm driving back from Dallas, and it's like, hey, good luck, blah blah blah. You know, you got it, rah rah rah.
My sis, boom, bop.
Right, exactly. So we're driving back, and then he calls me, we're still on the road. He calls me after he's done, and of course he's emotional about it. And Kiki's like, the monster. She's like, "Is he okay?" I'm like, "Kiki, this is what the tears of joy sound like."
Right.
I was
It-
like, this is happy crying. So it was cool because she was really worried. She goes, "I was worried about him." I was like, no, he's
Aw.
fine.
It was so crazy, guys. The experience it was just wild. It was out of control. It was like, you know what I mean? Like, I was finished. And I'm glad, Joe, you told me, you're like, you do this, catch this, or whatever. And I was like, he's right. So I hung up with him. That's when I went live. And I thought I was just going to, whatever, get a little emotional, whatever. But as I was pouring myself out again, I was just like I was laughing and I was crying and I was shaking and then I was parts angry too. I don't know if it all makes sense, but it was all out there. And I was just, what's so weird is actually I had talked about Dr. Pineapple's coming on the show in the speech. And I said, she taught us about the 4 primary emotions. I just said those because that's what I was feeling when I was on there. I
was going to repeat them, all the 4 primary emotions.
Yeah, it's happiness, anger, sadness, and anger, happiness, sadness, and
pissed offness.
Fear.
That's what I said.
So,
That's close, Sandy. You're close.
yeah. But went through the roller coaster of all that, guys, and sharing that, and even now, it's just like I'm like,
He's still riding high on cloud
He's still
9.
riding on that high. See, the only time I've ever feel that high, not really, I'm just kidding.
It was around 4:20 today.
Right. Right.
Please.
I think Snoop Dogg knows how you feel. Snoop and Willie, they probably know how you feel.
Right, they know. They know exactly how you feel.
They're right there with you, right there.
But now he's accomplished this life goal, and now he's got to find something else.
I know.
And now, when is it going to be live? Like, when are they going to?
Well, so they taped all of our talks, and then they'll broadcast them on February 13th. I'll make sure to get all the social media up, but I was planning on probably trying to see if we could do a watch party. Anyone who wanted to join, you could watch it, and when they broadcast it, my family, friends, all of you guys.
So, Mr. Pineapples, tell us how you, Dr. Pineapples, supported you this week.
So there were several times when I needed to tell someone, I needed to go over the speech. And so she was like, she was there listening to it and helping critique me too. And she was like, well, what does this mean? And what does that mean? And and I was like, I couldn't get it, guys. And it literally wasn't until like almost the 11th hour, right? Where I'm Saturday afternoon, I'm like, I feel like I know what I'm doing. And I'm pouring out, and I wrote it all down, and I'm like, this feels like me, but it doesn't feel right still. And so I showed Dr. Pineapples, and she says something that was like, what's the big idea? She's like, how do all these sentences, paragraphs, words, how do all these tell people why you have your big idea? And so as she shared that, it like clicked for me, and I was like, holy snap. So I was able to go back, look at the paragraphs, and be like, I'll tell you this, I am an excellent storyteller. But reading it, I realized I was not explaining the big idea to everyone. So when she said that, I was able to look at each paragraph, go back through, and be like, I need to share the idea of the world. I need to share with them why this matters. Right. Not tell them what I'm feeling about it, but why this matters to the world. And so each paragraph I wrote delivers from the heart and in my own words why this is important to the world. And it felt, writing a speech for TED Talk is not easy, and it's not, you can't just go and talk about anything. Having that mindset made it so difficult, guys, but it made it so much more.
And then also how she told you to do things when you were working
Sean
on it.
said you hit the nail on the head. I just was going to interrupt you.
So, John, that's a good icon right there, because even that morning, on Saturday morning, Dr. Pineapple was like, what did she say? She said, can you come and take down the Christmas tree and help us out until they come out to clean the carpet? And I'm like, babe, I really need to do this. And she was like, it's not going to take you till 9 o'clock when they get here. And I'm like, I need every waking hour to be devoted into this thing. And so later on that Saturday night, when I told her, I was like, I'm so stressed about this. At one point, she was like, why? What's the? I was like, I got to give this tomorrow. And she goes, the talk's not till February. What are you worried about? And I was like, I'm delivering it tomorrow. They're broadcasting it to everyone in February. And she goes,
okay, so we were on, Dr. Pineapples and I were on the same wavelength, because I'm like, why is he prepping so early? Like, I've been doing this February the 12th. And then you talk about you did it, and I'm like, you did it.
You know what that was? That was called the partial listening that women do.
That's like 2%. I wouldn't like.
I felt like I was pretty clear in what I was saying. I felt like I was never.
If Dr. Pineapple, who listens for a living, didn't get it.
She listens for a living during her job.
Yes, if you remember the episode she came on, she said, so we asked her, how do you do that? How do you turn that off for your friends or your husband? And she goes, the difference is I don't get paid to do that when I'm listening to my husband or my friend.
Right, exactly.
So that's why it doesn't
Jamie,
happen.
if you could start Venmoing me, I'll listen to you and I'll answer your phone call.
I feel like I'm already in arrears with my wife in terms of what I'm owed her, okay?
Listen to, thank you, Joanne. And guys, don't listen at all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
True, because you're not listening. That's why.
Say what?
Yeah. There's some buzzing in my ear. There's some buzzing.
Right.
I think I need to check out something here.
You know, I did want to say though that the part. So when you complete, like for me, I'm just talking about me completing this goal. It's maddening because there's a part of me that's so pissed also right now. Like I'm beyond pissed because it's done. And it's one of those things where it's like for 20 years, I've thought about this. And yesterday I accomplished it. And it's kind of like, that's it.
Jamie, you thought about this for all of Joe's life, basically.
I know, right? All 20 years of my life.
Yeah.
Plus
5 millennia.
Jamie, I'm so excited to listen to it. I can't wait.
I can't wait for you to mention my name on the TEDx
pretty much that's what I wanted to say, but I didn't.
Joe may not like how I mentioned his name, but
it doesn't matter.
It definitely was mentioned. I'll give you that.
No,
doesn't matter.
any attention is good attention.
Right, exactly.
It's like no news is good. No.
Yeah, there's no such thing as bad press.
There you go. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. I will honestly say, when I say this, you all, Joe, Sandy, all of you watching us, the hosts from the other shows, like inspired me greatly, and I hope I did all of y'all proud. I thought of all of y'all.
He didn't mention any of y'all's names, okay? Not y'all. He just said
guy.
the other shows.
This guy.
Anyway, yeah.
Look, not so.
Not so.
So anyhow, how was your weekend, Joe?
Man, it was so busy, y'all. I was so busy.
How
So,
busy?
How busy? Extremely busy. I was on my way to Dallas on Friday. So I got to Dallas and I got to shoot my very first professional photography tutorial.
What was that? Don't say it shy.
No, that was me clearing my throat, so I want to make sure I said it right.
Ah, okay.
I don't want to say my very first.
Those 26 are getting to him.
Right. My very first photography tutorial with a professional filmmaker and all that type of stuff in the studio. I had to like talk and discuss things, and so it was really super cool. And we actually had a pretty cool visitor show up during the shoot. And let me show you here.
He'll show it here in just a moment, everyone.
Right.
Don't worry.
Just
So
a moment.
don't-
Just a moment.
Bear with it, okay?
So basically what was going on is I wanted to do a boxing tutorial. So show people how to take pictures of a boxer. And so I
Okay.
did this here. And you could see I got the boxer over here. And here's the filmmaker. And Bernie was really cold, y'all. He was really
mean,
cold. I guess
how
he felt that
cold
the
was it in that
studio was really
studio?
cold.
I love
So,
his mittens.
Yeah. Can I tell you, it was an awesome experience to be able to do this because I've always wanted to be an educator, and this is going to be like a full blown, like professionally done tutorial.
Renee
and
recognized
stuff.
her uncle.
Oh, nice. So
Okay,
I
so
get to
what are
do
you going to
that.
do with this, Joe?
So the cool thing is it's going to be, let me stop sharing this. So the cool thing is it will actually be up on a website and people
Okay.
will be able to pay and they will be able to learn how to do what I do,
Pay-per-view.
pay-per-view.
A boxing match.
And then thanks, Sandy. Thanks. Thank you for making it as simple as possible.
That's
So
why
I
we like
did that. So that was fun. And then on Saturday, I had photo shoots all day long. And the cool thing was I had Monster Child with me the whole time. And so she got to be the only child the whole trip. And so that's like
Loved it.
super rare for her. And so she really loved that. So it was good. It was a fun time. Lots of experience. And I actually walked out way too much.
Ooh, how many steps a day were we getting?
I probably did about 10,000 per day, and
Oh
I
my.
averaged around
Wow.
2,000.
Oh, how many naps did we take?
I didn't get to take any naps, unfortunately, until I got home on Sunday. So I
You
took-
a lie. You had to wash dishes when you got home.
No, she tried to.
Wash them dishes.
The producer tried to get me to wash them dishes, and I was like,
Did you
"Yeah."
be like, no,
And then
that's not going to happen?
I fell asleep on the couch, and then I missed the other show because I was asleep on the couch.
Oh my
And I was
gosh.
like,
The show was
out.
good last night, dude.
Oh, I
that
missed
what
it.
you're
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about that
sad I
show?
missed it, but I was at my parents' last night, so I did not
Let me
catch
just do a
it.
little segue real quick on that, Joe. Last week, when AJ showed up on the Strange Connection show,
Mm-hmm.
I checked, I think, maybe last night. I don't remember. But anyway, she had over 1,000 views for her video over there.
Whoa.
And I checked out the guest from last night,
Mhm.
and there was over 1.5 thousand views since last night.
Awesome.
Wow.
That guy was
Congratulations,
hilarious.
you guys.
Yeah. Thanks. Well,
Y'all are
we
almost
suck.
reaching us, guys.
Yeah, we suck.
Right,
They'll be off the air.
Right. Momager said, watch the replay. It's worth it.
It really is.
Worth it.
It was long too. It was like almost 2 hours long, but the guy was freaking hilarious.
I have limited data.
He was,
Over here. What was my address?
I tell you what, though, I walked away from last night's episode being like, I'm gonna take my family on a cruise.
Wait.
Absolutely.
Were you on the episode?
I
Or were
was.
You were.
You were
actually
on the
host?
episode?
Yeah, there was a little bit of mix up there, but that's the story for behind the scenes stuff. But it was fine. He was funny.
He was funny.
Lots of fun.
I'm telling you, the cruise is the best vacation ever.
Have you been on a cruise before?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Jason. Jason Rocha is watching y'all.
Hey,
What's
what
up,
up,
dude?
That's one of my high school buddies, man.
Hey,
Way
high
back
school buddy.
in the Cloville, man.
Well, now that he's here, you have to tell us a story of him, so that way he'll be like, "Oh, I can come back."
Oh
next
yes, let me tell you my
Something
favorite
good.
story
Yeah.
of him.
time. Real good. Okay.
He'll never forget this story. So
He's one of the Mexicans we used to hang out with in Clovis,
yeah,
right?
he's one that I used to hang out with back in high school. So for us to go from Clovis to Cannon, because we lived on Cannon Air Force Base,
Right.
every day we would basically drive
He's
from-
excited. He's giddy.
because he knows exactly what story I'm going to tell.
I love that.
Jason's like regrets. He's trying
I'm
to delete
excited too. I want to know about what.
Oh yeah.
what's about
So
to be
we're
said.
going. So there's this little turn, that you have to get on and onto the main road to get to Cannon Air Force Base. But there's a stoplight right here, and so we're pulling up beside him, and I was like, "Hey, what up, Jason?" He goes, "What's up?" And boom, he hits the bus in front of him.
Shut up, Jason. Was it a school bus of children?
It was a school bus of children, and all he did.
Shut the front door.
All he did was on his car, he had just a little triangle mark. It wasn't like they were stopped and he was just kind of like barely moving along.
Were you
And he-
driving?
Were they parked behind like the
No.
railroad crossing?
No.
He nudged it just a little
No.
bit. Oh.
And
No, he
on
did
the
not do
oncoming
that.
trains?
But yeah, I give him hell every time about that. It's my
Jason.
favorite story of his.
Ooh, shame
But
on
he and I
you.
used to skateboard together. It was fun. We had lots of fun. So.
Jason, how much did that claim cost you by chance? I'm just curious.
Right.
Do you remember how much that paid?
What? And you know what's crazy? That bus driver, she was one of our funner bus drivers.
She never was fun with y'all after that, huh?
Yeah, no, he said that she was the biggest bee to him.
She gave the side eye forevermore.
Yeah, because he was just like, hey, it's just a little mark on my car. We're good to go. No.
Right, it's not your fault, bus driver. I'm going to fall against
Nope.
you.
He had to call the cops, all that stuff.
Jason, how are you after all these years from that, Jason? Are you
And
changed?
he's behind the light. After all
Yeah.
these
Behind the
years,
light.
he's behind the light.
Yeah.
Does
And
she
then
still give you
we're
the side
driving
eye
by
when
and we hear him hit the bus and we're like, oh, and we, of course, like friends, we drive off. Just,
Jason,
like,
so do you have
don't even know you.
PTSD from that? Like, are you forever more like, I'm like 2 cars away from the bus?
And this is why Jason hates the color yellow.
oh,
That's why.
that's why he's
He's like,
yeah.
that's why I yell at my kids whenever they drive with the windows rolled down and be like, hey, everyone.
Look at this. I seen her 20 years later and she remembered.
She ain't forgetting you, Jason.
No one forgets a rear end, Jason.
No.
Oh
Promise
my
you that.
goodness, it was.
I can't
oh.
even, like, especially with the kids. I'm sure she was like, you gave her PTSD now. She has nightmares.
He didn't even. It was like boom. That's it. It wasn't even like he didn't
You
go
sound
like.
like he would sound trying to explain what happened. But if we had her on the show,
No.
she would be like, this guy just boom.
Yeah, like I
He
don't.
backed up and hit us over.
Oh no, I don't think so. It was just funny. It's funny because I talked to him the next day about it, and he was just like, "Man, yeah, she was so mad," and I was like, "Dude, I didn't do it on purpose. I promise." Oh man, those
Like,
are good
try
times.
to convince her, not us. Okay.
Yeah, good
Right.
times. Those were good times.
Sorry,
Good
you were going
times.
go on in your story, Joe. I had to do that because I'd never seen the name pop up.
Oh,
before.
okay, I don't know what story. What story was I talking about?
You were finishing your weekend, Monster Childhood.
Oh yeah,
What you want to eventually do with?
No,
That's
yeah,
gonna be
I want to be an educator for photography, and that's kind of like the first big stepping stone for it. But I have to go back and forth to Dallas because he's actually got a studio, and he's got the plan, and he's got all the stuff ready. So the cool thing is, like, I don't have to worry about like editing. I don't have to worry about filming it or anything like that. I just have to come up with the ideas, and he's going to take care of it, and then we split whatever people pay for it and stuff like that. So
We split 90-10, girl. 90.
I like the way you're thinking.
Right, exactly. So, lots of fun. And then today, what happened today? I went to work.
Ew.
And,
Work always interferes with life.
I made
Doesn't
it
it,
to
though?
work.
I'm glad you say it like that, Sammy. So for you young cats out
Oh,
there who
so I had
think
to
you
do
gotta work more,
I had to do a photo shoot for a magazine that I work with, and the guy has this really cool Corvette, and I get there and we take some pictures for the magazine, and we're just like, hey, you want to take pictures with your car because it's parked out front? And he's like, nah, I don't want to be too showy. And then he sees how good
They
the
all
pictures
say
are.
that at first.
Yeah, and then he sees how good the pictures are coming out, and he's like, okay, I'll do one with the car.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the whole time he's like looking and seeing if his neighbors are checking him out because he's like, I don't want them to know that I'm getting pictures with my car.
That's funny.
I love it. That's awesome.
I was like, dude, show off.
Yeah.
You earned it. You worked for it.
What kind of car was it?
It was the newer Corvette, the mid-engine Corvettes.
Oh, that ugly thing.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Right, Sandy?
Nobody wants that car.
I
Who
could
wants
be
that?
embarrassed too. Yeah, no.
Right. So, yeah, that was my day. That was my day.
Can I show you something real quick?
Sure.
Check this out. So I did this.
Oh,
Look at
you
that. Got salt and pepper on
made
that
a
bad boy.
pork chop.
What?
Is
No,
it
pork-
frozen?
I wish Chris was there right now so she could give you the slap that I want to give you.
Oh, you air fried it.
I sure did.
The producer wants an air fryer too.
Look
now.
how juicy that thing came out.
Did you just pour water on it?
I'm not like that.
You know that Bougie Pineapples Inc. over there would never stoop that low.
Yeah,
That's right,
look,
Sandy.
he even pulled out the red plate. That's how bougie he is.
Yeah. And the real
Unbelie-
silverware.
And the
Yeah.
real silverware. Come on now.
It was good. Let me tell y'all, that steak and that was a nice steak. I did some legs in there too. Those things turned out real good
Should we
too.
call the cops?
Look at that. I put, what is that called? Rosemary
Rosemary.
and garlic and
Look at
butter.
he's trying to throw us a bone so we can be bougie too.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
Y'all
right.
need to have some fresh rosemary
Right.
for your chicken.
I definitely want it.
Some looking chicken.
Oh, look, I want to show you just a couple more because I meant to show you this earlier. I bought a new tie for the talk.
Nice.
I love it. Look at this. Sean said you can get one at QVC and Walmart.
You sure can. You sure can. There's the stage I was on right there, guys.
See? That's how we know you're not bougie. We
Slap
slap
our
our steak
steak
on the
on
hefty plates.
Thank you for showing us you're not bougie.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like an empty room.
Pretty much, yeah, because there was I mean, the world we live in right now. All those people
And the
there were all
panoramic view.
And
yeah.
the cool thing was he told me that they were supposed to be quiet, but they were laughing. So,
Yeah. So during everyone else's speech, we were all just quiet and being like and listening. And when I went to go speak, they were laughing, and one of them came up to me afterwards and said, "I'm sorry, I just couldn't hold it in. It was so funny, and your
that's
message was so good. Like everyone was, I was like, oh man, this felt really good."
You were like, I'm going to give y'all 10 minutes each to stop it. Let me record this.
Hey,
hold on,
do you want my autograph now?
I'll give you my business card. You try to get on my show, aren't you?
Right, exactly.
See what you're doing. That's
Get
good.
on my
I'll call
show.
you. So just wait. Anyway, and then I made some French fries in the air fryer.
Yeah, which he put bicarbonate sodium on there.
Of course, that everyone knows about.
Y'all know that.
Not these.
Come.
Those are coming for tomorrow.
Oh,
or the
yeah,
next
because
day.
he's still soaking them.
Yes,
Still
they're
fermenting
They're
his
soaking in
potatoes.
in a brine with bicarbonate soda,
Yeah.
and so. But
Bougie.
because I got something I'm gonna be working on here.
Is he dry aging? Are you dry aging?
I'm just doing a 24-hour dry age just to try it out and see.
So, Sandy, when's the last time you dry aged something?
I mean, does my wine count? Like, can I dry age my wine? I don't even give it enough time to dry age. I don't even know what that means, actually.
Right. Just means stick it in the freezer, cook it later.
It's a
Oh
good
my
piece
God.
of meat, though. Look at that. Look at
Okay, so in that case, I do dry age my leftovers because I forget that they're there.
Right.
And then I'm in the fridge, I'm like, what's that smell? Oh, it's dry aged leftovers.
You just dry age it. That's the problem.
I just didn't even know.
that. I can't wait to see what this bad boy can.
Oh, somebody has turned on Sandy.
I can't even. I
What?
can't even.
I can be your PR. Sorry.
Mm, mm-mm.
Thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate that. I
Look
appreciate
at Renee.
that.
I'm dry aging right now. Same, girl. Same. Because I don't have good dry. What's a good winter lotion y'all people use? Look at that. Just freezer burn count. It sure does, Mama Jer.
Sure does. Yeah, so how do you keep it from freezer burning?
What?
Oh,
the
look,
steak?
y'all are making so nauseous.
Yeah.
You don't, dude. So everything I've read so far and have watched on is like literally you just throw the steak in, you just throw the meat in the refrigerator. The refrigerator has the stuff to keep things dry.
The
and so
refrigerator or the freezer?
refrigerator.
Okay.
This is in the fridge. It's in the freeze. So
okay.
I had to put it has a smell, right? It's an okay smell within context, but within the refrigerator with the eggs, the milk, and everything else, it's kind of like
Oh,
So I had to put
no.
a big box of baking soda there, baking powder, and it went away quick, and it's okay. But this meat is so red right here. But if I were to show you the picture right now, it does look a little bit weird and funky, but it's supposed to be. So it's drying it out. It's pulling out all that water, and so hopefully that'll it's supposed to make a good roast. So we'll see.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna stop right there. We're gonna stop you right there, Mr. Pineapples, because we're
We know this
tired
is
of
your
this
show.
bougie talk right now. So we're gonna stay with the bees, though.
You're not connecting with our audience with that bouginess.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be quiet for the next 30
But
seconds.
we are gonna go with the Bernie memes. If you haven't, unless you've been hiding under a rock, or you've been writing a speech for something, the Bernie memes have gone crazy.
Tell me about this. So explain it to me. What I saw earlier. What was that?
Okay, so go ahead, Sandy.
During the inauguration, Bernie was probably the happiest person there. So they captured a photo of his excitement. And so everybody has photoshopped that excitement into every aspect. I mean, into everything that you can think of.
And the best thing about it is that he's wearing mittens, and these mittens were knitted by a fan of his, right?
By a knitter. I don't know what the correct terminology is.
Someone that knits.
What is it? What is a seamstress? A tailor?
Right.
A crocheter?
Let's pause you for like just 15 seconds.
Here's a couple that Sandy liked. Obviously, you saw one of my favorites. Bernie showed up.
He was there. He was there.
He showed up at my shoot.
Your inauguration.
Yeah. So this is here we go.
So I'm feeling the look today. I just need my mittens. Yeah, I love this one. So you too can look like Uncle Bernie.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not so bad, right?
It's not so bad.
Could be
Not
worse.
so bad. And here's the next one.
This is great. Y'all didn't know that he fought McGregor this weekend.
Do you see that? He armbarred him. Can you believe that, y'all?
And he did tap out. That's great.
I love the reactions. They're like,
yeah.
So Bernie,
I think I like the guy. He's all, oh.
And then this I thought was hilarious. Him, what's wrong? Me, nothing. Also me the entire car ride. I may or may not act like this when I'm hangry. Y'all will never know because my assistant never watches the show.
Right.
He's too busy on TikTok.
He stopped watching the show to actually be on TikTok now. Huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that what it is?
So, Mr. Pineapples, I have one as well, but only you or some other person might recognize it. So I'm going to pull it up and see what you think of this one. Where did it go? Right here. And let me... It's coming, okay?
Okay, I'm just trying to fill the air up so that you don't feel...
So, Mr. Pineapples,
too good.
Explain this one, please.
Okay, so this is from an anime that a lot of people watch. It's called Dragon Ball Z, and these are two aliens in these spaceships coming to Earth because they want to destroy it. And the leader, who usually sits where Bernie sits, that's how he sits in the spaceship when he's coming. He's like that. He's like, And so the fact that Bernie's in there in a very similar pose, it gives off the same vibe as when the alien that's normally in there looks. It looks great. That is hilarious, man.
So
Oh,
See, I was gonna say that was Dragon Ball Z, but y'all didn't let me.
I know you
you got it.
caught on. You
Yeah,
go, girl.
very good.
Look at this.
What?
Bernie Sanders made T-shirts of the meme, sold them all, and gave all the money to Meals on Wheels. Really?
That's what he would do. That sounds like what Bernie would do.
That's cool. I didn't even know that.
Bernie's pretty cool, y'all. Bernie is pretty.
Let
cool.
me share. It's not a meme, but share a picture that I cannot get over from the inauguration. It's been tripping me up every time I see it. Okay, now let me just say, I think they look great. Right? This is our previous president Obama and Michelle, the previous first lady. Also, I cannot get over the little googly eyes on her belt looking at me and being like, "What am I doing here? Why am I
Are they
here?"
good? Are they googly eyes?
That's what I see on them, and I can't unsee them. Every time I see this picture anywhere, I keep like, "Why is there googly eyes on her belt? That doesn't make sense." But
Well, I was thinking like their hands holding together. Is it a bad Photoshop?
no, no. This is legit. This is a legit photo, but it's just the googly
Mr.
eyes.
Pineapples only sees the googly
He only
eyes.
That's all I
sees-
see.
I love googly eyes. There's a cat that is missing one eye, and his owner puts a googly eye on him so he won't feel bad.
Guess what I did?
You have a cat?
Oh,
You bought googly eyes?
It's like I could have swore you hated.
My wife
I
is going to
know.
hate me here soon because I'm going to be posting these up all over the house everywhere.
Was it Vikram that puts googly eyes on his stuff?
Oh, Vikram, yes, he does that as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is one for all my
Like
photographer friends.
$2. That's it. It's going to be
For all my
fun.
photographer friends. My client waiting for their photos in front of my house 15 minutes after this.
True that.
Sandy's like, I've been waiting 20 minutes sometimes.
Right. Jamie, you and the eyes. You saw eyes last night too.
Wait,
What eyes did you see last night?
What eyes
I'm
did
trying
you
to
see?
think, too.
Jamie?
The eyes have hills. The hills have eyes. Wait. Wrong.
the hills are alive with the sound of music. You saw eyes last night too. I don't remember that. You have to help me out on that, Dolores.
You know, he's got
He
a memory
slept since
yeah.
Mhm.
So did you find any more beams?
Me? No.
Yeah.
I
No, those
wasn't-
are the only two. I mean, the only ones. I mean, I saw a million, and then I saw some people were like, "Okay, that's enough." Bernie,
Yeah.
they were out of control.
Oh, that's right. So the guest last night, he had these two eyes in the background that looked like little chupacabra eyes looking at him the whole time. And it wasn't after the show was over and he turned the lights on. It was candles, but they were just positioned in the right spot with something covering them that made it look like this Babadook looking at him. It was just bizarre.
A Babadook.
Is that
Whatever that is.
Marmaduke?
I don't even.
Brother?
Sure, it's old. It's the older brother, twice removed from the past marriage, and they don't talk to him much.
Ah,
kind of
I see.
out there.
Mhm, mhm.
Interesting. That's very, very interesting.
Strange connection show.
So what do we want to do now, y'all? What do we want to do now?
Well, I just wanted to show y'all an insurance nightmare. I sent you a link real quick. We don't have to play any videos. I just want y'all to read the headline,
Okay, let's do that.
and that's all I've got.
What'd
I
you
was
say?
watching-
Because I think this is super. Oh, the is it the auto car, the autopilot car?
Oh
not
my
that
God.
other
Oh,
other
okay.
video
I was
that I
like-
sent.
I was like,
I
"Are
saw that
you
thing and I was like,
sure?"
what am I watching?
You know what? On the way home, we had someone that was in a Tesla pass us, and he was on his phone like this, and he was with
It's
his hands around
weird
us.
seeing them, dude.
I was like, "What?"
So weird. Like they're just straight up. Doo-doo-doo. It's yeah.
Okay,
So
here we
this
go.
right here was in our insurance group, but I'm like, oh yeah, because I mean, you're basically not supposed to do this, even though they are autopilot. But look what this fool did. The TikTok star sets up his bed in a Tesla to sleep while autopilot drives. Okay, it's going to be a long time before I trust a car. I don't even trust the ATM. I still
How do
count my
you-
money.
How do you insure a Tesla, Sandy? Like with
It's
this
very
kind of
expensive. I mean, it's expensive. I don't, and I've never seen a self-driving. No one here has a self-driving one.
Wow.
We have Teslas insured, but not, and they're expensive.
Yeah, they are.
And don't be complaining to me whenever your insurance is high and you can't, because you have a Tesla. That's why. Okay,
Yeah, all the money that you save on gas is not going to
you're gonna
insurance.
pay it to premiums. Yes, exactly.
It's reckless and selfish stunt that endangered innocent lives.
Mhm.
And thanks to the video evidence, could present an open and shut case for local law enforcement who want to throw the book at him.
Ándale, pendejo.
Better
Right,
watch
Jamie.
out.
Mhm. Oh, look, this is funny. Chon says it's Joe.
Oh, yeah. Because he's napping?
Because you can nap while your Tesla goes.
So my car has the ability, it'll like stay between the lanes and stuff like that. So it's got the highway driving assist lane, whatever. And I try to like let go and it'll steer for a good 2 miles. And then it says, hey, put your hands back on the steering wheel. Like,
Good.
don't tell me what to do.
Right. Don't make me not pay you car
Every
payment.
time you watch buzzes at the hour and it's like, hey, you can walk, fat butt. And you're like, freaking thing.
Exactly. I don't know what you said, but okay.
Can you not hear me?
You're
like,
getting out.
The ice is putting on your.
You were cutting him out, yeah.
On your microphone.
So who do we have lined up for tomorrow?
Well, since I'm cutting in and out, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because you can't hear me.
No, we can hear you now. It was just there while you were talking there for a second.
Yeah, my audio mic is something weird is going on.
Uh-oh.
So in the middle of the broadcast just a second ago, it like just cut off. It switched my audio and my mic, so I couldn't hear y'all and y'all couldn't hear me. Anyway, I don't know actually. I'm sorry. I've really been out of it, and I haven't even been able to catch up on what we need to do or are doing. I will tell you this much: I believe we have a guest this week, if I'm not mistaken. No, that was last week. Do we have the artist coming on still, Sandy?
I've not talked to her.
Okay.
So we'll wing it.
We'll do what we do best. I mean, these two, this one, not so much.
He doesn't like that.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
If any of you would like to come on, please reach out to us.
Oh, Sandy, where'd you for the person that won the? Did you want to see who we showed the numbers to everybody about who somebody won the Mega Millions?
Oh, yeah. Well, what I wanted to do was introduce a segment just for some of our viewers because we know that y'all play the Powerball, and so anyway, I just wanted to show y'all the numbers just in case y'all hadn't looked at y'all's numbers. I'm sure some people do, but sometimes, like Jamie, they're busy. So if you want to put it up real quickly, here's the numbers, the winning numbers over the weekend. So just go ahead and write those and take a screenshot.
Take a screenshot.
And then make sure you go to work tomorrow.
Right, exactly.
Really apologetic.
And don't, because this is courtesy of Miss Anita Villarreal. So y'all can get on to her for that.
There are days that are really good, and then there are days where I'm like, am I working with kids sometimes? I feel like I might be working
I was
with kids.
so mad that somebody won. I was so mad.
Did they win?
Yeah, one person.
The whole
One
enchilada.
person.
The whole shebang?
Yeah.
We should talk about what we would do with that much money.
Why?
That'll be tomorrow's episode.
I do it already. That's why my bank account's always so negative.
See, the Lord knows what I would do, which is why I don't win it.
Right, exactly. I would fill a swimming pool with $1 bills and dive in that mother. Just to say I did it.
I would make a business where you would go on and you would buy a pineapple to send to anyone in the world.
Look at this. Y'all are falling behind with guests, but do enjoy when you wing it. Fly, baby, fly. Thank you,
Joanne.
Joanne.
I appreciate you recognize that we are falling behind.
No, she loves
that's not what I took of it.
I didn't. That's not the way I read that either.
That's why there's 3 of us and not just one of me.
Well, 2/3 of the show thanked her for that comment.
I thanked her too. I said thank you. I said
For
I'm glad
the
that
latter half of that.
I'm glad I'm
comment.
not alone in what she said, what I'm thinking.
Joanne wants to be our guest. Oh my gosh, Joanne.
Oh, you should come on, Joanne. You want to come on?
Oh my goodness.
Joe, you can help her get set up tomorrow, right? Yes.
She
Joe
needs to call
said he'd
Evan
help you
and
out.
call him because needs to have Evan help her get on there because she's mean.
See, look at this. She loves the wing shows too. Thank you, Anita.
Anita,
Right.
you're not helping me out.
And then Dolores says negative Nancy, and I know who she
Ay,
directed.
tú que te vayas contigo en los tu
Right.
negative
Thank
Nancy.
Momager.
Yo te voy a dar tu negative Nancy.
Oh, I have a couple of grind my gears. Did y'all? Because I
Let's
took a.
do some grind my gears real
Ooh,
quick.
I
Yes,
have one
'cause I can
too.
share some.
It was
Okay.
really annoying. Go ahead.
So, listen, this is a traffic, another traffic one. Okay.
Okay,
So there I was going to pick up my son,
picking them up
55 miles an hour,
An
probably
hour.
above the speed limit. Who cares?
way
Right?
above. Oh, okay.
But
I'm
this
not telling you.
mofo was going 70.
70.
The light is red. He runs
Were
the
those
red light.
kilometers?
And all I know is like, I was thinking there's
The air just went all the way in the car into
Yes.
Sandy Bunks.
Anyway, look, people, your life is not more important than anybody else's. You're going to get there. Your child may be upset with you and curse you and hate you, but you're going to be there. There is no reason for you to put the rest of us in jeopardy.
If your child's
you're
hurting
late.
you and hating you for speeding that one time,
For being
you got
late.
bigger issues. You got bigger issues than
For
that
being
one
late to
event.
pick them up.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then my second gripe. Okay,
I didn't get
yeah,
picked up lots of times from my parents as a young boy.
Yeah.
I turned out great.
my mom would be like, I'm on my way. And an
And then it'd
hour
be like
later,
SpongeBob, 3 hours later.
yes, an eternity later, she would roll up, talk about,
She'd be like, ay, se me olvidó, mijo, perdona.
oh,
she'd
it
be
wasn't even that. She's like, just get in.
Are you
Don't
gonna
eat
stay
that.
here, or
Yeah.
do you want to ride?
Okay. So then my next gripe. Who watched the Chiefs play?
Mm.
Anyway,
Well, actually, I
we
just
all
watched
know,
highlights.
right? We all know the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl, and why? Because of Pat Mahomes. Okay.
My
And then
homie,
I get so sick of people that say, "Oh, all you Lubbock people, y'all are." Yeah, you know what? I am a Mahomes fan, and that's the only reason that I watch the Chiefs. No, I never watched NFL before, but I was a season ticket holder for every year that Pat Mahomes was at Texas Tech. Okay,
Mhm.
so I can be a fan and I can do whatever I
Preach it.
want, and
Tell
I'm so
them.
sick of y'all telling me that. Oh, just because you're damn right. Okay,
tell him how
yeah.
you really feel, Sandy.
Mhm.
Tell
Oh,
him.
and I can't
Tell 'em.
stand y'all just because y'all's team suck. Okay.
Language.
Right.
Language.
Can I get an amen?
Where'd she go?
My bad, I dropped something. I was
Oh.
just so passionate in there for a minute. We can like whoever we want to like.
That's
okay?
right. Yeah, you can like a player, and that player is on that team, so I'm going to like that team because that player is on that team.
Okay, so I was a Gators fan. I followed Tim Tebow every career. When he was a Bronco, I had a Tim Tebow shirt. When he was a Jet, I had a Tim Tebow shirt. I've always loved Tim Tebow. Okay.
Mhm.
And Joanne, don't get me started, girl.
Dadgum. She said daggum.
It's not daggone football. It's not. It's just about me being a fan of somebody. That's it.
Mhm.
Let me be a fan. Don't be talking smack.
Really? Did somebody get mad at you on your?
I just see their post and they just sit there like, I'm not even kidding. Like they are like, F all these people. And I'm like, really? Is that even necessary?
Did you say something? Did you say something? You
I
should
was
have
gonna
rounded
wait-
us up,
I was
Sandy. You
gonna
should have been
wait
like,
for the
you should have been like, Joe, Jaime, Anita, everyone, mount up.
Right.
Regulators.
Right.
So,
There you go.
so there's a group out there I recently found out that does that. So I won't get into the details, but I will tell you that essentially, if you see a post that you need some people to come back you up on, you just go to them and you do some whatever, and then they'll flood the post and attack
Oh.
the person who's
Wow.
against you.
Mm.
I've
Like
never
they-
used them. I'm a part of them, but I never participate or use them because I'm like,
Oh,
I don't want to
unleash
be.
the power of the gang.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm just here to watch. That's all.
Thank you, Miss
You
Anita.
tell him, Miss Abby.
Yes,
Mhm.
same. I'm a Cowboys fan, but I follow Mahomes. Oh, yeah, that was one of the biggest ones. All these Cowboy fans. Anyway. And then, oh, look, Sean says, okay.
He's like,
He said Cowboys for life. That's and Sean, that's
I'm with you,
fine.
John.
That's
I'm
fine.
with you, John.
That's fine.
And then Toy. Hey,
What's
Toy.
up, Toy?
He said,
What
Listen,
up,
Sandy
Toy?
Abby.
You know, Toy has been killing it on his Toy. Guys, for those of y'all who don't know Toy, he's been a guest on our show in the past. He runs a program / ministry for people who are incarcerated and looking to get out. All right. Who, when they get out, to be successful and have victories in life. And he has this closed group where they are a part of the winner circle, and he brings people to talk to them about all kinds of things. There's one guy I need to reach back out to, but this was a man who was incarcerated, got out, ended up writing a book, several books, became a public speaker, a life coach, all this stuff, turned everything around, and now he tries to help other people out.
So did he hit a yellow school bus?
Right, because that's true
Is
crime.
his name James?
Right, exactly. He didn't hit a yellow school bus.
You should tell that couch coach to go back to coach pitch baseball where he had his high points in his coaching career.
That's wrong. That's
And he-
wrong.
I feel like y'all know the same person, right, Sandy? You and
No,
CPJ?
no, she doesn't. No, no, no.
Okay.
Let me tell
I'm
you.
gonna-
Let me tell you what grinds my gears.
Tell us, Joe.
So I had to stay in a hotel, and
grinds your
I don't
gears?
know who is designing these bathrooms in these hotels, but okay. So I'm taking care of business. I'm doing my thing, and I'm
Taking
ready.
care of business.
I'm ready to go, and I have to do this to get the TP. It's like, wait.
Oh, I know, right?
Don't they know your 25-year-old body can't move
I
like
can't
that? You are
bend like that,
contortionist?
y'all. I'm just like, it's like back here, and I can't do that. Come on, man.
Be a mess and everything.
What are they doing? Why?
It is ridiculous, and it's not the free flowing one either.
It's
know,
someone
you
that
just
has
like, where you can just pull on it. No, you gotta have to and you gotta pull it slow. Like it's a 2-hand pull, right? Because
It's
if
like
you pull
you
it
need
fast,
double- you
if
need
I
double
pull it
roll.
like this with one hand, it's
just comes
gonna
off.
break.
It's tearing.
Over.
And it's like, man, I was like, this really grinds my gears. I was so mad.
I hear you, man.
Every time I had to
You
take
get
care
on
of
there,
business.
yell.
I
And
should
then they
have.
use the worst John Wayne toilet paper.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of him.
But did you need a match? You've never heard of John Wayne toilet paper? Jamie,
No, Sandy, I haven't.
John Wayne toilet paper, rough and tough, and don't take no sheet off anybody.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Oh, Sean said you're not 25.
We know that, John.
Sean,
That's,
it wouldn't matter if I was 15 or not.
What matters is he's not a contortionist.
What
Sean.
matters is it is like back here. Like it shouldn't be. I should never have to grab toilet paper and have to go like this to grab my toilet paper. It should be just like this. I should
so
just be able to do
weird.
that.
So
And I
weird.
should be able to just spin it.
Did you ask him if that was just your room or all the rooms? I would
No.
have just been like,
Like, my room is broken. My wall has moved
Yeah.
back.
Right? It's like, can I just give me a drill?
please.
Let me help you. Help me help you.
Let me fix this for you. That's what really grinds my gears. Mr. Pineapples, do you have a grind my gears?
You know, I was going to say what grinds my gears sometimes is when you're going to a big event and, you're kind of stressed and you call someone and then they don't answer. That grinds
hell
my
no.
gears. But then when it's done and you call them again and they still don't answer, it's like, man, it really grinds my gear. But I don't think I'll share that. I think I'll pass on that one, though.
So yesterday, I have one missed call, not two, not three, just one.
Yeah, it
Oh.
only
So-
takes your last missed
No,
call.
it does not. This ain't droid life. This ain't
I'm-
droid life.
I'm a tech guy, and you should
Oh,
listen.
And you know what? Take that up with Jesus, because I was in there praising and worshiping.
I'm not saying you weren't. All I'm saying is, I think one of my grinds my gears. Well, I did call both of y'all on one or two of them last week. The drive-through again, I think, right? I had a drive-through experience.
Yeah, I talked to you during that one.
So I go. Here's what grinds my gears, everyone. I go. It's two things related to the drive-through. If you go to the drive-through where there's two lanes, and you go. Now, I said this one a long time ago. Where it's like,
I know you
no,
said this one before.
it's the same vein, but a different one. I go through them. I order. They order. I should go first because I put my order in, but they cut in line first, and now it's like, oh heck no!
Oh yeah,
You need to be behind me, not in front of me. That grinds my gears. Another thing that grinds my gears is when I go through the drive-through to McDowell's, and I'm like, "Can I get a large golden fry, please?" And they're like, yeah. And this didn't happen to me, but it has happened before. I'm sure it's happened with all of you. You go to McDowell's, you order your large fry, just a fry. And then when you pick it up, you're like, yay, I got my fry. I just wanted a fry. That's it. So you open it up and you start eating. And what's you got? You got some cold fries. And you're like, I didn't order anything else. You telling me you couldn't make some fresh McDowell fries and just give me a fresh order of those?
Nope.
You gave me cold fries now?
No, they gave you fresh ones that had been sitting there for a little bit. They were fresh at one time.
It's like it must have been next to the fresh frozen beef too, right?
Right. They were fresh.
Anyway, I'm sure you all can relate with that. I know you can. So those are a couple of my gears that ground this last week.
I just sent Joe the screenshot. I can't even show them to y'all because they're so bad. I sent it. I didn't.
Dang.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You should go back and say, "How about them bills?"
Right. How about the telephone bills? So, see, he won't share what grinds his gears, but he doesn't mind sharing that home address.
So sorry.
Mr. Pineapple, is there an app for you to reach out to people to back you up when someone doesn't answer your phone calls?
What did it say?
Mr. Pineapple, is there an app for you to reach out to people to back you up when someone doesn't answer your phone calls?
I would totally use that, Anita. Okay, I totally would use that. That would be great.
That would be cool. And they all call. Hey,
everyone starts blowing up her phone.
Hey, how come you didn't answer his phone call? Something wrong? Something good?
CPJ, what would that hashtag be? Help us out real quick, because then we can go on Says and we can be like hashtag this Sandy, and then everyone's got to call Sandy or message Sandy. Hashtag whatever Joe, and the same thing and so forth. And so that way we'd all know to round up to get all the regulators together. Hashtag regulators.
Hashtag regulators.
Hashtag mount up. And then you say hashtag mount up, Sandy or Joe or whoever, and everyone's got to message anyone on the show or any of you guys, and we'll all be like, okay.
That's crazy.
All right, so there you go. Hashtag mount up. That's the word of the day, everyone. Okay.
Awesome. Well, it's been fun. I love these winging episodes.
I mean,
we have so much fun. You don't think so?
I think Jamie's just as stressed out when we wing it as he is writing his TEDx.
They're probably a little bit equal right there, like that.
They are neck and neck.
But
so I will tell you guys, we are going to be ending season 2 here very soon.
2.5.
Two. So that half means a lot, but let me tell you, we're going to gear it towards the anniversary. So for those of you who don't know, March 31st was March 31st was when we aired our first episode of the Social and Distancing Show, and so that's coming upon us soon. We're going to end the season near there. Hashtag that Chon life.
She doesn't want us to go on hiatus. That's what I'm feeling.
But that's okay. So we're going to be gone for, I think we're thinking a couple months this time. Mm-hmm. Joe's going to be really busy. It'll be spring break for the kids, vacationing and stuff like that. And he's got a lot of photos, but we may come back a little earlier than that. And Joe may just be busy or come in when he can. And so it'll just be Sandy and I and someone else. But we'll firm that up a little bit more. But know that we are going to be ending season 2 here soon. We will be back for a season 3. Absolutely.
What day are we ending?
More on that to come.
And we've also gone away with the Monday Ketchup and the Taco Tuesday and whatever Wednesday. I just found that out today that we're not doing that anymore. So we're going to come up with new names.
No, winging it Wednesday?
Because somebody told me to set the promo, and I did, and then they come on and say, "Hey, I didn't
complain at all. I was so grateful that you did that, man. When I saw the promos come up, guys, and the numbers were staying there, I was like, "Oh, that took off so much stress off me." Believe me or not, because going back to change that stuff is so daunting.
Yeah,
it's so hard.
And I go back and I was like, "How does his naming convention go?"
Yes.
I got that naming convention set up. And then
I
it
was
says,
so
"Hey,
happy, man.
I don't like the Monday Ketchup thing." That's so season 1.
It really was, though. It really is.
So we're
I
gonna
didn't
need
complain
y'all's
about it,
ideas for the days
You
of the
know
week.
what? I think what we
should
need to do is
crowdsource
just
that.
leave that to the producer. I think he wants that stress.
I think he does.
I kind of like the naming convention of that whatever the person who's coming on episode with, and then their name in the episode.
Yeah, but so what if we don't? What if we just call it the Wing It episode again? We wing them
The
all
Wing
the
It
time?
episode number 2, the Wing It episode number 3.
Uh-oh.
So, anyway, we can talk more about that later.
I don't like that.
Anyhow, I also have come up with this grand idea for crossover episodes coming up soon.
Oh, we did?
I did, and I'll talk to y'all first afterwards. I'm not going to tell everyone here, but be looking out for it on the horizon because it's actually going to be pretty cool. I think you're going to love it. All right, so we've got that coming out also, and I'm not quite there yet, guys.
I'm good with that.
But there will be a new show introducing into the Suds Productions here very, very soon, and I think you're going to like it. So
He thinks you're gonna like it.
I hope so. It's pretty snazzy.
Just know that y'all are gonna like it.
Yeah. So stick around for that. Not right now, but later. So anyhow, we are all good. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And as usual,
remember to wash your hands
for at least 20 seconds.
You filthy animals.
Good night, everybody.
Everyone. Love y'all. Sweet dreams.
Peace in the Middle East.
It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know?
We're still live.
I know. That's how I wasn't